Good morning, everyone. I am Maireni Quinchilla. I am the community champion from ASDA Ticton. ASDA help you as a donation for the groups of the charity, fundraising money, and as well working in partnership with the national charities.
We are a distributor of industrial consumables offering a world-class service to the manufacturing and engineering industries. So here at MSC, our culture is based around our people. Our people are our strength and our difference. We want our people to be the best versions of themselves, and to do that, my role is to help look after their well-being. To us, corporate social responsibility covers so much, from environmental to social, and more importantly, well-being. So we partnered with a local charity called Kaleidoscope Plus Group. They support us with our well-being and mental health awareness and education for our people. And then we help them in turn with fundraising and volunteering. So this year, somebody had the great idea of climbing a mountain. So a group of our team, about 20 associates, climbed Mount Snowdon to raise money for Kaleidoscope. We raised just under £3,000 for Kaleidoscope, which meant so much to them, but it also meant so much to the people that climbed the mountain on the day. It just gave them something to give back. It built them as a team. It got people working together that wouldn't normally work together in a day-to-day. And that well-being and what was created on that day was just invaluable.
We are a mental health and wellbeing charity, been providing services in the community since 1973. Since 2021, we've had this great partnership with MSC. They've climbed Snowdon for us, they've done some fundraising, they've actually come to our Nickel Grange Centre where they've rebuilt the greenhouse, they've remodernised the summer house. So their volunteering is absolutely fantastic to KPG.
I think it gave that group of people just such a sense of achievement, that they could help others and give something back. Our Managing Director, Dave Darby, is very passionate about wellbeing with our associates, all 240 of them, and wellbeing is driven through him via everybody at MSC.
The partnership offers so many vital opportunities for staff. We've actually got one of their staff members volunteering at KPG. She supports our Bereaved by Suicide group on a monthly basis, and she offers so much. It's a two-way partnership really, so they offer services, volunteers to us. We offer training to their staff, their managers. We have supported their managers by offering mental health training, stress awareness training. So that's how we see the partnership working. They support us and we support them.
When I first joined the company nearly 6 years ago, it was just myself dealing with the community engagement. But with the amount of work and the networking that we were doing to try and engage with communities, we spread the team and developed the team quite quickly to try and support myself really. One of the ideas that the MD at the time, Phil Newland, came up with was to have a face-to-face shop for customers to come into with regards to water queries. Hence our community hub was born in Wednesbury. It was meant to have been a very sort of pop-up shop effect, but we quickly established ourselves. We have this huge space at the back, as you can see, and it was, what do we do with it? So rather than just close it off for offices or storage, we decided to open up to the community. So we have the wonderful Knit and Natter group, which is the Wednesbury Arts and Craft group. They make wonderful things like this, hats and blankets that we've given out for winter projects. We also have different community groups here, such as Citizens Advice. We have a debt advisor here on the Monday from Citizens Advice. So some of the other activities that we do, as well as the Arts and Craft group projects that are quite meaningful to the community. So we've done the winter coat campaign, where we've had donations from the community, dropping coats off, and then people can come and collect them.
Culturally, both myself and Emma, my business partner and wife, we decided that we wanted to bring things back for the community. We chose various charities. Midlands Air Ambulance was one, and that was from my own experience when I was airlifted when I was a professional footballer. It's one of those services you don't recognise that you need until you're actually in that position where you're airlifted. Other charities that we inspired and helped was Ride High, which is a charity similar to what we're doing now at Warrensall Riding School that assists and helps disadvantaged children. We sponsored Mason. We didn't want to just give the money to the charity, we wanted to engage with that child. And what was pleasing out of that was that after the 3-year period he ended up with actually getting back into mainstream education. He's completed his GCSEs, which would have never been dreamt of. The riding school was established just over 31 years ago now. It's actually 31 years in July 23. The business through the COVID pandemic really suffered, and we was approached privately by the owners to see whether we did acquire the freehold. It was a big challenge. We spent over 350,000 regenerating to date. But me and Emma, having a passion for horses and the community, we wanted to save the riding school. We moved GMS as a tenant from Bromsgrove. That made it semi-sustainable, but then we knew from a traditional outlay that the riding school just couldn't be a normal riding school. We are looking now to attract businesses to help sponsor, is probably the right word, from a CSR angle. Children who might fall out of the remit of Senko or from a funding perspective and in that kind of black hole.
My name's Jane and I'm Isabel's mum. Isabel has cerebral palsy. During a regular physio appointment, Isabel's physio had said that her core strength needed some work, and she suggested horse riding would be a great idea for Isabel to come and do. Isabel was struggling with her PE lessons at school, so she was sitting on the sidelines and taking score a lot of the time. By coming here, she's actually doing something really valuable for the horses. She's liaising with people that she wouldn't normally have talked to, so it's really brought her out of her shell.
And maybe diversifying in PTSD with veterans that we employ, quite a few through the security sector in my GMS security arm. We're on a journey.
We're an aluminium flat-rolled producing company. We have a strong emphasis on recycling and the community.
Bit of a change today, doing some painting as part of our volunteering. Normally I'd be sat in the office, sat at the computer. It's a pleasant change.
We're here today to paint the community centre. There's 15 of us in the team at Novellis, and the company's kindly given us the day to help out, to volunteer. Usually in the office we do all sorts, so we've got data analysts, key account managers to logistics.
We're a charity that is based very much in community ventures, so we like to think that we bring the community together. So we work quite hard to ensure that everyone's got a place here. But to have the volunteers come in and revolutionise our working space is really amazing, and what we can offer then is a more hospitable community space for all the guys that come to us, and also make it more homely, and a lot of work that we can't afford to do ourselves, so it's a real gift and we're really, really thankful.
Here today at Band Hall Community Hub just to see the final results with regards to the works we carried out here, so right here in this wall behind me. We've done work on the aquatic centre the last couple of years, which is a major project. So social value with weights, it's that, it's leaving that legacy, it's leaving that footprint just to make sure we're not building and then off we go.
So this hub was originally a coffee shop and it needed a new lease of life, a new vision, a new direction. And the vision here was to have a pantry and a uniform bank and a warm hub, but we had a problem. And the problem was that we didn't have a disabled access toilet on the ground floor, and that would have stopped us opening the pantry without having that in place. So we spoke to Sandwell Council and they put us in touch with Waits, and Waits came out to look at the problem and to work out what they could do to solve it. And their solution was to block off the wall between the kitchen and the old toilet to fit a brand new fully disabled access toilet with a big wide door going to it, and to make sure that everything was up to current regs. And that's what they did.
We do all of them. What will your business do?